Hello, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about being honest with ourselves. And today I woke up with that thought in my head because I want to spit a little truth today. I just got back from a wonderful 2-day trip, very short but very needed, and it did me really good. I just got back from Sedona and the Grand Canyon, and both places hold such magic and such love, and I felt like Mother Nature just swallowed me whole and spit me out with a whole new outlook on life. And it was sort of like a little mini reset. But I want to be honest, living life is it's an ebb and flow of things, and sometimes you wake up and you feel inspired and motivated, and other times you wake up and you feel horrible, you feel worthless, you feel scared, or you have thoughts of imposter syndrome or whatever it may be. But it's never 100%. You wake up every day and you feel that love and energy, that high vibration. It's a constant struggle every single day, and whoever says that they wake up in bliss every morning is either lying to you or some other mind-altering substances. So there's always ups and downs, and this little trip for me was just a way for me to get back out in nature, get fresh air in my lungs, move my body a little bit more, because sometimes I get stuck in front of a computer, or I just have a lot of stuff that requires me to be sitting down. So I just wasn't moving my body around, and I felt like I just needed to move all this energy in ways that I haven't been. So I woke up today feeling like I needed to be honest with you. And it's not a secret that we all go through bad times. But what do we do when we are feeling that way? When we are feeling bad about ourselves, feeling stress, feeling anxiety? How we respond to all of those is what really counts and makes a difference. So today was one of those days for me. It's kind of a strange feeling that I had, because it's kind of, I'm still in the afterglow of my wonderful weekend getaway. So it's like I was on such a high peak, and then coming home, I kind of just crashed, because reality sets in and you start focusing on all the things that you have to work on, and it could be kind of overwhelming because you're still in that, Zen, introspective mode. And then you come back home and you're just bombarded with all these things that you have to accomplish. So today was one of those days. I woke up feeling a little uncertain about a lot of things, and I immediately knew that I had to do a little mini self-care to kind of kickstart back up that energy and that feeling of purpose and meaningfulness that I had just a couple of days ago when I was in Sedona and Grand Canyon. So immediately I recognized it, and it helped me recognize that today I was gonna have to do a little extra self-love for myself, and that's okay. That's not, we forget that we're a person too. Just like if somebody else is having a rough time, you're just not going to ignore it and say, oh well, they'll be better. You're going to try to help them by making them feel better. So why wouldn't you do that for yourself? So I started a new yoga practice today. Today is the first day of a 30-day challenge thing. It's not anything specific, but there's just so many resources online for yoga practices or meditation or home workouts. It would be silly to not take advantage of all those free resources that we have available to us. And especially right now, since a lot of businesses are still closed, you might not be able to get to your favorite workout spot. And listen, your home is just as good of a place as any other. So I started that because I knew I needed to do something good for my body and my mind. and it's a little easy. It's something easy that you could do for yourself, and it could take as long as you would like. I did it for 30 minutes, but you could do something for 15 or 10 or even 5 minutes. Just whatever practice you want, whether it's like yoga, like how I did, or even something as simple as jumping jacks. I know that sounds kind of silly, but squats, doing a minute of squats, just something to make you feel like you're moving your blood around, you're pumping that blood, you're raising your heart rate a little bit faster. You're inhaling oxygen and exhaling things that are being built up inside you. Just anything to get your body moving, or even dancing to music that you love. I mean, what better meditation is that? So I started that, and I'm going to complete that 30-day challenge. And what's nice about that is it's doing something for a certain amount of time creates habits. So if you do something such as waking up early and taking a walk, or doing a meditation or yoga, whatever it is, it starts a habit and this pattern where you do it for a couple of days, then you start seeing some positive results, and you keep going, and it's something that you will incorporate into your 24-hour day. A lot of us make an excuse that we don't have time, but it's because we don't put that thing that we're trying to do, we don't give it a high priority. So of course we're not going to have time to do it. So you need to make that a priority. So after completing my yoga session at home, I did a little just self-reflective meditation, just quick 5 minutes, just to focus on what I'm going to do for the rest of my day. So I don't feel like I'm wasting too much time doing one thing or another. Sometimes it's nice just to go with the flow, but also remember that having a schedule also can relieve a lot of stress about what you're going to do for the day. And especially if you're feeling a little funky that day, you might want to have that schedule to keep you accountable, hold you accountable to everything that you want to accomplish that day. So after that, I took a little dip in the pool, and the water temperature right now was a little bit cooler than normal. You know, in the summertime, water is usually a little bit cooler, but something about plunging into cold water just wakes you up. And it's kind of like a shock to the nervous system and your senses, and you get this rejuvenating feeling after coming out of a water that's a little bit chillier than you would want. Kind of the same idea as taking a cold shower in the morning. What a great day to set good intentions for the day, because I think, is it Wim Hof, the Wim Hof method, or just other like Nordic practices where people plunge into cold water. Tony Robbins does it as well. It's just a great way to invigorate, re-energize, and I hear it's also fantastic for immunity. So, you know, that can be bad. So I did that. That's why my hair is a little wet right now, because I just finished taking a dip. And again, that was an active exercise, and you're moving your body around, you're using muscles, you're breathing, and that really just does wonders to also reset your mind. Because if we're just sitting down, or we're just laying down in bed thinking about how poorly we feel, it's paralyzing. So moving your body around, shifting that energy around, focusing on something other than bad thoughts in your head is so helpful. So after that, obviously throughout all this, you are drinking your water. Like I said, I say in almost every video, drinking water is so important, especially in the morning. It gets your digestion going, it hydrates you, and it's just so good for all your organs. So don't skimp on your water, but start your day off with something healthy, whether it is fruit or something cooked like oatmeal or whatever it is that you like to eat in the morning. Make it something that's not high in fat or sugar. You don't want to start feeding your body such heavy ingredients so early in the morning. So something lighter. And if you're using sweetener, something natural. Don't start using white refined sugar right off the bat. Sweeteners such as honey, agave nectar, maple syrup, sparingly in the morning is so much better for you. And eating something in the morning may not work for everybody. I know that intermittent fasting is a big thing right now, and that's okay. But just make sure to stay hydrated regardless. And if you are going to eat in the morning, just make sure it's something that's not going to weigh you down. Like I said, with something that's very sugary or even fatty for that matter. So I think doing all these exercises and activities in the morning is really going to propel you into the right direction, and it's going to help you come to the right frame of mind, and you're going to feel good about what you're doing. So you can't not feel good the rest of the day because you're starting it good, and you're not starting it by obsessing over those negative thoughts that you have in your head. I just wanted to share those little tidbits that I had to do today because like I said, I got into a little funk this morning, and that's okay. We're not perfect. We're still human, but it's what we try to do to fix those things that counts. So it's okay to have those bad days. So that I think that's about it. I'll come back again with more things that I want to share, obviously. But I hope some of this information can help you a little bit, and I will continue to talk about what I do to make the most out of situations and just life in general. And just know that this life is precious, and you are more than capable of doing whatever it is that you want to achieve in life. Don't let those negative thoughts in your head hold you back, because that's all it is just thoughts. And just because you think it doesn't mean that it's true. And it's something that we all are working through, every one of us. So you're not alone in this. And just be kind to yourself. Okay, so I think that's about it. Again, I just want to remind you to just be patient with yourself and love yourself, and we're going to get through this together. Okay, guys, I will see you next time.